Hey, good afternoon. Russell of Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. I do this daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Today's Friday, so happy Friday to everybody. It's the end of the week, right? And you guys know about this 5 days of Russell, right? Of Russell of Hotels. Well, this is the fifth day, right? So I just want to make sure you guys know how consistent. I'm just trying to show consistency, right? When you're doing this social media game, you have to be consistent. And if I say I'm gonna do 5 days of Russell of Hotels during the week, well, that's what I'm gonna do. 5 days of Russell of Hotels during the week. So this is the fifth day. Not that it's stopping. I'm just letting you know. So this wasn't just like some trial thing where I'm going to see if I can do 5 days in a row. No, I've been doing 5 days for the most part. Every now and then I drop out and get busy or whatever. But no, for the most part, I'm 5 days a week. So just letting you guys know, it's all about getting your brand out there and making sure it's consistent and making sure that people can count on it. You're aware of it, brand awareness and brand accountability, right? You can count on this specific brand to do things. If that's talking about hospitality, if that's promoting something, that's what it's all about. If it's like talking about the Hotel Figueroa, that's what it's all about, right? So today's, if you don't follow me, you don't know what I do. I have this daily check-in called daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. And every time I do one of these lives, I'm always showcasing a hotel. So today's no exception. I was at Hotel Figueroa yesterday. We call it Hotel Fig, right? That's the nickname for it. I was there yesterday, downtown LA, and I actually did my show, my daily check-in from there. Well, I took, quite a few photos and videos. I said, you know what? Let me share those today, because when you're doing live on property, you can only show so much, right? So I'm like, well, I've taken other photos and videos. I'll show those today. So there you go. So when I change scenes, you'll see Hotel Figueroa, different parts of the Hotel Fig, 268 rooms, just in case you did not know, about 5,000 square feet of meeting space, great pool area, restaurant, the food and beverages off the chain. And this is the bar area. So kind of looking over, I guess, is that over my shoulder? Maybe it's over my shoulder. Yeah, that's the bar area, which is in the main lobby area. So it's kind of cool. I mean, I love it's a boutique hotel, independent, but it is part of the Hyatt Unbound collection. So it's kind of a soft brand for Hyatt, just in case, if you understand what that means, right? So, but anyway, that's it. So when I change scenes, you'll see that. Also, I do this daily. I keep saying daily check-in. No, I also do On Air with Russell of Hotels, which is that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about. Comes on every Tuesday at 1 o'clock PST. So I will talk about that in a little while. As we change the scenes, you'll see that as well. But let me turn on this is an interactive show, just in case you did not know. That rhymed, right? I said this is an interactive show, just in case you did not know. Meaning you can make comments. I encourage engagement, all that kind of stuff, right? So feel free to make comments, say, hey, what's going on? Love that hotel. Oh my God, what is it again? Hotel Fig. Okay, how do I book it? Let me know, whatever questions you have. I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. Okay, real quick. Blog. And this is this is local artists that's displayed in this hallway at the Hotel Figueroa. Now, just a little bit of history. Built in 1926, built originally as the AYWCA for women, housing for women, club or housing for women, and later turned into a hotel, right? So it used to, in fact, back in the day, I remember it was run down, and we would have called that a flop house. I don't know if people know the terminology, what a flop house is, but the Hotel Fig was one of those before someone bought it and kind of restored it to its glory, right? So it's been like this for a while now, but I'm saying back before, LA Live was there, back when no one wanted to go downtown LA. There's a lot of dilapidated buildings downtown, and this was one of them. But hey, it's been transformed, and that's, like I said, it's been transformed years ago. But you would never know that it was a flop house back in the day. But just a little history. Because when I first moved to LA 20 something years ago, this wasn't the place to be. This area was not the place to hang out. But now it's the place to come to. It's a place to go through, but it wasn't the place to come to. Now it's the place to come to. Okay, so, and it's right across from LA Live, Crypto Arena where the Lakers play, uh, various or many restaurants, ESPN. You know, if you guys watch ESPN on the West Coast edition, which comes on late at night, it's actually filmed across the street. You know, ESPN studios are right across the street. So there you go. So you probably didn't even know that, did you? But if you did, that's fine. But a lot of people don't know that. So anyway, but so real quick, the blog. My blog is updated. A lot of topics are on there. I did not put this topic on there today, but I will put it on there. I didn't even think about that, right? I've been kind of busy doing some other stuff, but yeah, the topic for today will be on there. But give me, till tonight to get it on there. But go to russellofhotels.com. You'll see all my blog postings from you know what a CVB is to how you can utilize a CVB to just a lot of different stuff that's on there that is a quick read, right? It's all quick read. It's all learning. It's all education. A lot of stuff is directly for like hotel salespeople. So I put a lot of stuff on there regarding sales and things that you should do, things that, suggestions. You don't have to do anything, right? You're a grown person. You do whatever you want to do. But these come from experiences. A lot of the topics I talk about are based on my experiences, not based on what someone told me, based on, although sometimes it is based on conversations I've had with people, because the topic for today, I got, a lot of people's input on this. So anyway, but go to my blog, russellofhotels.com. You'll see everything there. Just go to the blog section. You'll see everything that I post on the blog. Easy read. You can see, what I am, who I am, what I stand for, how I got started in this crazy business called hospitality. All that stuff is there. So feel free to take a look. So real quick, this topic doesn't have to be that long. I'm kind of, drawing it out. I don't know why, but this daily check-in lasts about 20, 30, 15, 20 minutes. It's going to be about 15, 20 minutes a day. I'm telling you that right now. But feel free to make your comments, and I'll put your comments on the screen in real time, okay? So we're live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, live on X. The replay will be on these same platforms as well as Facebook, okay? So real quick, what is the question for today, or the topic for the day is, not that I forgot, but I'm just waiting for it to come across. Why hotel salespeople are hesitant to show their presence on social media. What? You think they are, Russell? Yeah, I think they are. But you know what? Like I said, I took some time on this topic because I wanted to get a lot of people's feedback. So from the east to the west, to the Midwest to the South, I asked people these questions, right? Do you post things on social media? Why or why not, right? And a lot of them were, oh no, I don't do social media. I'm a salesperson, but I don't do social media. To me, I don't understand why you wouldn't use it. Okay, because of, I guess, of the value that I've received, doing social media or utilizing social media to get my message across, whatever that is. If that's my business, if that's things that I'm working on within the industry, if that's getting more business for hotel site selection or some consulting and things like that. If it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't have any of that stuff. Initially, because people want to know what you do. They want to know who you are, what you do, and how you can help. Those are the three things that I always let people know when I do these daily check-ins or on air with Russell of Hotels. I want people to know that because I want people in the future that's comfortable enough, they can ask me questions, they can use me as a resource, they can hire me if they need me to, for certain things or whatever. So that's what it's all about, right? So for me, putting out your brand, your personal brand, your personal brand and your professional brand is important, right? So I never have a problem with letting people know who I work for, who I am and who I work for, okay? Because I've always been proud about the positions that I had, the hotels that I represented. So if I was using, my last hotels, I did use social media, right? But there were people above me, let's say higher pay grade than me, and that could have been general managers, executive directors, owners, or whatever. They didn't understand the social media piece, right? They just didn't understand it. So, but I understand that part. But anyway, and I understand some of these, some of the comments that I received as well. So I'll share those with you real quick. And after this, they will be on my blog as well. So don't fret. You don't have to write things down. They're going to be here. They're not going anywhere on social media, and they're not going anywhere on my website. So they'll be there forever. Number one, fear of negative feedback. Hotel salespeople may be hesitant to show their presence on social media for several reasons. One is negative feedback, public criticism, social. I just want to make that's on. Social media is a public platform where anyone can leave feedback, including negative comments. Salespeople might worry about receiving criticism or complaints that could damage their reputation or the hotel's image. Now, if you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, you're doing everything above board, and it's all about business, okay? So when I post, if anyone notices me, I only post business things for the most part. Anything personal is going to be on Facebook because that's where most of, family, friends, and things like that. That's, for me, Facebook is for more personal. Okay, so I don't mix the two. I won't do family stuff on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and you shouldn't do it on LinkedIn anyway, on YouTube or any other platforms. For me, it's all about the brand. It's all about me being the brand or the brand being me. Russell of Hotels, right? That's what it's all about. Now, there may be some overlap on Facebook, but for the most part, all my personal stuff will be on Facebook. Okay, so I think sometimes we get caught up in like which platforms to use, which ones work for us, which one is more, work friendly or professional friendly. We'll start with LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not Facebook, okay? LinkedIn is business to business, and that's how I use it, right? So I'm right now, I'm talking about, I'm doing this daily check-in, and it's, like I said, it's not on Facebook. I'm not doing it live on Facebook, okay? I will do a replay on Facebook, but I'm not doing it live on Facebook. So there you go. Although I will get more engagement on Facebook if I did it that way, but I'm not looking for engagement. I am looking for engagement, but I'm looking to give information to a selected audience, if you will. That makes sense at all. If it doesn't, okay, sorry, but I'm trying. So public criticism, I understand. Reputation management, managing and responding to negative feedback requires skill and time. Salespeople might feel unprepared or lack the resources to handle public relations effectively on social media. Yeah, I mean, if you get caught up on that, I respond how I respond. I mean, it's my company, it's my business, right? So I'm able to respond how I need to respond, but it's always professional. I think as long as you err on the side of being professional, I don't think there's no problems there. I'm not getting into any debates on anything. I mean, people share their opinions, and that's fine. But I don't take it personal because it's all business, right? Now, if you're, calling me out of my name and things like that, well, then we'll just block you and delete you, and you move on with your life, I'll move on with mine. But most of the things that I'm challenged on, or if I'm challenged at all, is based on, my point of view of something, and that's fine. If this is how if this is in my career, this is what I experienced. Well, I'm a hold to that, right? Because it's my experience. Everyone's experience is different, right? Everybody doesn't have to agree with me because I don't agree with everyone else, and it's okay. But I understand where there can be this fear of negative feedback. Number two, lack of confidence in social media skills, being unfamiliar with platforms. Many salespeople may not be well versed using social media platforms effectively for professional purposes. This lack of knowledge can make them reluctant to engage, and I understand that. Technical challenges, understanding the technical aspects of social media, such as algorithms, analytics, and content creation, can be daunting for those not trained in digital marketing. Yeah, but I don't get caught up on algorithms. I mean, just so you know, algorithms are the algorithms. You cannot change them. You cannot, I'm going to use the algorithms to my benefit. You don't know what the algorithms are because you didn't formulate them. You didn't program them. You didn't write the copy. You didn't do any of that stuff. Or the code. You didn't do any of that. So for people to say, "Oh, I figured out the algorithm, this and that," one thing that sells on social media, one thing that will get you a lot of views and likes is a lot of drama. Okay, a lot of drama, fires and commotion and violence and TNA. That will get you likes. Like I said, I'm not trying to get likes. I want to be engaged. Okay, but anything I post is going to be basically within the realm of what I do, and that's hotel site selection, if that's being a resource within the hospitality industry, if that's letting people know what my experiences as being a general manager or housekeeping manager, been to 14 different hotels, it's going to be within the realm of that, or me booking business and dealing with clients and going on site inspections and site tours and things like that. So it's a very focused thing that I'm doing, right? That a lot of people would do because it's hotel related sales, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So to me, you just have to, it can be daunting. I understand that, but don't get caught up in algorithms, analytics. Yeah, you are creating content, but don't get caught up in all that stuff. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, there's a right and wrong way to do things, and is there a time to do it? That's when the algorithms come in. Well, you should do it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and this and that. And no, I don't get caught up in the times. I just do what I do. Let the chips fall where they may. Okay. Everybody will have an opinion on that, like, oh no, you should post this time, or you should post that, or you shouldn't do this. One thing I will say, video works better than still photos. That's definitely all day, every day. I don't know if the algorithms have anything to do with that, but video does work better than still photos. And that's why I do video. And why I do so many lives, because I don't like to edit. Okay, so there you go. So you got the secret sauce for me, right? So anyway, so that was lack of confidence in social media skills, being unfamiliar with the platforms, and some technical challenges you may have. Number 3, concern over personal and professional boundaries. Now that's a good one. Blurring lines. Social media often blurs the lines between personal and professional life. Salespeople may be uncomfortable sharing personal information or opinions that could affect their personal persona. Privacy issues. Protecting persona or personal privacy while maintaining professional presence can be challenging, leading to you to be hesitant in using social media. Okay, so like I said, I don't post a lot of personal things on other platforms. My personal stuff will be limited to Facebook. Okay, so I guess my advice on that, don't post personal things when you're talking about work. You know what I mean? Why would you do that? I mean, I don't take work home and I don't take home to work. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. To me, it's the same thing with social media. If you look at the things I post on IG, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube, it's all business related stuff. With the exception of the non-meat eats food. I mean, that's, that can be personal, that can be business. Because I don't eat meat, but that's a personal thing, right? But I don't have a problem with that. If someone has an issue with what I eat, I mean, that's okay. So to me, like I said, there's some blurred lines between professional and personal, right? But only use certain platforms for business and use certain platforms for personal. That would be the best advice I can give. Time restraints. It's time consuming. Maintaining an active and engaging social media presence requires consistent time and effort. Yeah, you got to do it. You have to do it. It's a job. It's marketing, right? It's branding. It's putting yourself out there. So yeah, so I do find myself doing it odd times, right? So whenever I can fit it in, I fit it in, right? But it's something that I'm consistent with. It's something that I'm serious with, and it's something I know that works because it's worked for me, right? So there's no way Russell of Hotels would exist if it wasn't for social media. There's just no other way around it. And I know that, and I accept that. And that's why I work it, all the time. That's why you got 5 days a week of me, because of that. Prioritizing tasks. Salespeople might prioritize direct sale activities over social media engagement, seeing it less critical to their immediate sales goals. Yeah, I mean, no hotel or your part of your goal is, post. You need to post some social media, content. You need to create content and post it. You know what? If I was a director of sales again at a hotel, I probably would require that. Okay, that's me. That's me. But no one is doing that. You're doing this for the most part. You're doing this thing on your own to enhance what you're doing. And I would be doing more social media for to brand myself, to let people know this is who I am, this is what I do, this is how I can help you. This is the hotel that I represent. So I'll be doing branding not just for me personally, but for the brand that I'm working for. So if I'm working for Hotel XYZ, you're gonna say, hey, I'm Russell Hotels or Russell Edmond, and I work for this hotel, and this is the market segment that I handle. I mean, come take a look. If you want to come for a tour, please come over for lunch, whatever. I'll be selling the heck out of that stuff, right? But that's me, right? That's something that I do, something that I've grown comfortable with. Now, it takes time to get to that point, right? But it's not hard, but to me, there's, you got to be consistent, and yeah, you got to make time for it, right? Now, if you have lofty sales goals and all that, to me, these things will be incorporated with that, because I think it's important that I get my name out, that people know who they should contact, okay? Especially when people don't want to pick up the phone anymore and they half want to email you back, but they'll send you a message, they'll slide into your DMs and all this kind of stuff, right? So as we're going on in the coming years, people will be less relying on email, less relying on phone calls. They're going to go to sliding into DMs or doing, instant messages and things like that. I mean, it's just the way things are going. So might as well be on the top, why not? Number 5, lack of clear ROI, measuring success. The return on investment for social media activities can be difficult to measure directly. Salespeople might struggle to see the immediate benefits, leading to reluctance and dedicating time to it. Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to see what's the pot of gold at the end of this rainbow, right? I'm putting all this time in this social media thing and I'm not getting anything. Well, it depends on why you're on it, why you're doing it. Like I said, if you're doing it for branding issues, that's where I would start. It's not about getting the direct sales. It's about letting people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help, right? So that's branding. That's completely different from selling. Everybody wants to, if I post so many things, or I put this content out, it's going to mean that I'm going to get more group bookings. No, that's not. It could lead to that, but you are doing things for a presence. You want to show a presence on social media. You want people to know who you are, what you do, and how you can help. Hey, Charles Skiffer, how are you, sir? Thank you so much for jumping on here. See, I'll put your comment right there. I put Mr. Skiffer's comment right there in the middle. There you go. Thank you so much for joining. And let's see, number 6, the last one, corporate policies, restrictions, company guidelines. Some hotels may strict social media policies that limit what salespeople can post. Yeah, I've seen that. The big M, the big H, they will restrict what you can say, they kind of like censor you, right? And I understand some of it, but like I said, it's your social media, right? And if you're not doing anything that's detrimental to the hotel, to the company, I don't see that being an issue. What I'm speaking of is branding. So some people will take it a little bit further. Most of what I do, as far as getting, Russell's Hotels, the name, the company name, and myself out, this is branding. What I do, what I stand for, how I got to where I am. Those things are branding, right? For the most part, branding is a part of marketing, right? But it's basically brand awareness. Like I said, what you stand for, who you are. And I want people to know, I want them to be aware of me. And that's why I post things all the time. If I didn't post things all the time, there would be no awareness. You would not even know. So there's a difference. I'm not trying to sell anything to anybody. Now, it may come as a result of this brand awareness, but the main focus for me is not to be out here selling anything. I'm not like, oh my God, this is what I'm doing and you need to do this, click this to buy this. I'm not trying to do that, but I know from the efforts that I put out there, it does lead to that because I collaborate with a lot of people. A lot of things have, turn into business, right? So that's how it works. The more you get out there, the more likely you are to get business because of it. But the focus should be branding, putting your name out there, creating awareness, who you are, what you do, how you can help. Boom, there you go. Number six. Did I say number six already? Company. Oh yeah. Strict companies. Yeah, I understand that. And then approval processes. The need for content to go through approval processes can slow down social media activity, making it less appealing for salespeople to participate. Yeah. So if companies are like monitoring your social media and what you're doing, that's a little different. I don't know if I guess that's happening because some people did say that, right? I don't know of anyone else other than this one person that said that there's an approval process when I'm, posting things or whatever. I mean, that's something within your hotel or maybe within the company. I will just post things. Sometimes it's better to, ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Just post. And if it's on your own social media post, your own platform, then there you go. I mean, I'm not saying you have to post on the company's platform. I'm saying your own personal. But like I said, I do it. It's to me because I'm all one business. I mean, Russell of Hotels and I'm Russell Edmond. It's kind of interchangeable. So it's easy for me to sit up here and say this, right? That I can do it. But I can go back to my experience on property, and as I was posting for the company, creating content for the company, I would follow up with things that I was doing on my personal page, right? But it was all related to the personal brand of the hotel that I was working for, right? So it kind of, although one was the hotel's page and one was my personal page, it was still both business, if that makes any sense at all. So anyway, conclusion, addressing these concerns involves providing adequate training, resources, and support to hotel salespeople, encouraging a positive social media culture with the organization, demonstrating the benefit or the potential benefit can also help alleviate these hesitations. By understanding and addressing these issues, hotels can better leverage the power of social media. It's all about leveraging, right? And to enhance their sales efforts and overall brand presence. Brand presence, that's what you want. That's what you're looking for, a brand presence. So that is it for that. Let's see what else. Boom. Remember, Tuesdays at 1 o'clock, that live hospitality talk show called On Air with Russell of Hotels comes on at 1 o'clock. So make sure you guys check it out. It'll be show number 261 coming up on Tuesday. And once again, this was the Hotel Fig, downtown LA. I love this hotel. One of my favorite, I think it's my favorite independent boutique hotel downtown. Number one, it has to be numero uno. That's it. So once again, if you have any questions, I'm a resource, right? So feel free to reach out to me with any questions. You can email me, russell@russellofhotels.com, or go to my website. You can email me from there because my email's there, and my phone number. So if you want to call me, that's fine. You can call me. All I ask is that you leave a message because most phone calls or phone numbers I don't recognize because if you're not in my phone, I'm not going to answer it. But leave a message and I will definitely return the call. People do it all the time, right? I don't answer them the first time, but when I know who you are, I'll put your name and number in my contact, and then of course it'll pop up next time you call me. So anyway, that's it. You guys have a great day, great weekend. Be safe. And we'll see you on Monday for another daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. 5 days a week of Russell of Hotels. Until then, you guys have a great day. And as always,